Here we go. Welcome to Heartland Radio 2.0, coming to you from the MyBookie studio in Indianapolis, Indiana. Remember, who you're betting on is just as important as who you're betting with.
True. Mm-hmm.
That's why we always tell people to bet with MyBookie. They're the best in the biz. They've been doing it for years. Great online reviews, and their mobile site's very easy to use. We'd only recommend a service that's been good to us, and boy, have they. Mm-hmm. That's why we're urging you to make your way to MyBookie. You win, they pay. In-game live betting, over-unders on fantasy points scored, and the most rewarding player perks in the business. And good news for you guys, MyBookie is slammed right now with new bettors and wants to give everyone the best service possible. So if you're willing to deposit after 7 p.m. Eastern time, they'll give you an additional $25 in free play on deposits over $100.
Wow.
What a deal. Visit MyBookie online today. That's MyBookie.ag and use the promo code Heartland when creating your account to claim up to $1,000 in free play. That's right. They'll match your deposit dollar for dollar up to $1,000. And if you're willing to hold out till 7 p.m., you get an extra $25 in free play by using the promo code Heartland and add 25 to the end of it. That's Heartland 25 for $25 more. You
it's
play.
A free bet.
You win. You get paid.
That's awesome.
It is
it's awesome.
And but their website has probably been upgraded after this past weekend.
Well, crashed the server.
Well, I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about the amount of money I had to donate after the piss poor weekend of gambling that I had. I got a text from my bookie. It was like, yikes, bro. Rough weekend. I'm like, thanks. Appreciate that. That means a lot. It's always good when your bookie texts you. Like, yo, we'll let you ride for another week if you would like.
You're going to get a little thank you card come Christmas time. Hey, thanks for financing the Christmas party, Pat. We had Celine Dion this year.
How you feel about the challenge tomorrow? Beat Pat McAfee in MyBookie.
Real good.
Yeah, real good.
I saw the line move.
Let's tell everybody what it is.
Yeah.
What is it?
Minus 200 on the over.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Really?
Yeah. It's cornhole tosses. I will be throwing in sets of 4, which is classic cornhole.
Right.
So I'll throw 4, and then somebody will clean the slate. Then I'll throw another 4, and then clean the slate 4. Another. I have 5 minutes of throwing them. The over/under was at 20.5, I believe. And then the max over is at 26. And then there's a 5 in a row bet. I haven't played cornhole in a while, but I feel very good that I'm going to be able to.
What's the fairest way to do it? Because yes, you have the advantage of maybe bumping one in or whatever, but also could fuck yourself on the first bag.
Could block.
Yeah.
Could fuck me
block
over,
yourself.
which we would not like.
No, we wouldn't like that at all.
No, we would not like that. But I have a question. So if I hit 4 in the first one, okay, because there's a 5 in a row bet, what if that next one doesn't go in, but I push it in with the
2?
Yeah, what if I push in 2 there? Then that's literally 6 straight. Is that 5 straight or not?
I don't know.
Boy,
there's
something to think
Zito,
about.
your microphone's not on, bub.
Idiot.
Start the music early.
That's on me.
Yeah, it actually is. Yeah. What'd you say, though?
It would be better to review. They would have to review it after.
You're making it real tough on MyBookie.
Oh.
Well, good. They probably employed a couple more people after the amount of money I donated to them this past weekend. But I'm excited. I feel real good about it.
I feel real good about it, too. And everybody also needs to go to the Pat McAfee Show YouTube channel to look at past Beat Pat McAfee's and the fucking dynamite episode of Quick Hits with Pat and Diggs, where you guys did your little memorial service for all the teams that are 0-2 in the NFL.
Genius out of Diggs.
It was a fun one last night.
Yeah,
very
Yesterday's
fun.
was a fun one.
And by the way, all this happened strictly because of my bookie's bank account.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and sign up, even if we're not big
And
gamblers.
poor AQ Shipley got compared to little person.
Did you see
Bank robber?
Did you see how Whiskey Snaps tweeted?
Yes.
Started crying and laughed. We have a little person friend. There was a little person gang arrested in Boston. My favorite thing I've ever seen in my life. You Boston people are fucking
I mean,
wild.
it's just smart.
They'll bounce back.
It's just smart.
I'm not worried.
Who's gonna bounce back?
The little people.
The midget gang from
Yeah,
Boston.
because they're gonna fucking some studio is gonna buy their story and they're gonna make $1 billion off it because it's gonna be the greatest.
Sorry, that's on me.
Unbelievable.
We have a little
Well,
person following.
Well, the way the mob, it's the Boston-based what is it? Irish mob midgets is how they go. So
Oh yeah, so that's on them.
that's not my fault.
If you put it in your
Their
name,
group
you're allowed
name
to
is
be
the
called
Irish
it.
mob midgets.
They're
The IMM.
Okay,
Kinda
so
like the IRA.
what do you call NWA? What NWA is? Or do you just say NWA?
I mean, I never really thought about it, to be honest with you, but I guess I just say NWA. Yeah.
It's basically the town with little people. It's going to be fucking phenomenal.
I can't wait. Colin's going to be in that. Our little person friend is going to be in that movie.
Oh, yeah,
He
for
needs to be
sure.
submitting his resume ASAP.
Yeah, because
Guys.
the original guys can't because they're going to be in jail, I assume.
I don't want to be that guy.
What do you mean
it's
pass?
Fake. I heard it's fake.
I said guys.
I heard it's fake.
What?
It's fake. It's not
What do you mean
real.
it's fake?
It's a fake story.
You're fucking fake.
Oh, thank God. They just haven't caught them yet then. We're fine. We're fine. We're good.
That's a fake mustache.
I wish. Probably be better than the one I have.
It's a tough look.
What evidence do you have that it's fake?
Google search.
Oh, well, because Google tells the truth on
Google's
everything.
never lied, yeah. Oh.
I thought I'd seen a couple of those guys'
Nope.
pictures before, so I wasn't sure.
But is it an old story that's being recycled?
that could be it. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure the one picture is A.Q. Shipley just photoshopped.
With the filter, the fun mirror filter.
They just pinch his face in.
Did he reply back to you?
Listen,
Oh,
one's
yeah.
smart enough to come up with a brilliant story like this. It's real.
I can't believe this hasn't been
I'll
a
take
movie.
it to my fucking grave. This is the hill I die on.
The article said they were sneaking through doggy doors.
That's what I Yeah, obviously.
And it said they were a motorcycle gang, like riding around on the motorcycle.
Oh, like little pocket
Like,
bikes?
Yeah.
Big wheels.
They just
or-
ride it right in the doggy door.
I had one of those
awesome.
in college, one of them little pocket
Yeah, you
bikes.
did.
My freshman year, I got written up because I parked it in my closet in the dorm. And I guess the whole floor smelled like gas. And they thought there was a bomb about to go off. And I had to turn myself in and get written up.
Well, if you would have just burned popcorn and put a towel under the door, you'd have been fine.
I know. Diggs move. I missed it. Unbelievable.
Fucking fine.
All right. You say that's fake news. Who knows? You got some real news for us, Nick?
Potentially, this might be more fake news. Sesame Street.
fakest news!
Sesame Street co-stars and roommates Bert and Ernie finally come out of the closet. Mark Saltzman released that Bert and Ernie are indeed a gay couple. Mark was the former Sesame Street writer who based the characters on his own relationship with
Fakest news of all time.
an acclaimed editor, Arnold Glassman.
The guy that made the characters are saying.
Oh, is it? How are the fucking ratings doing for Sesame Street lately?
Oh, they said they're pandering.
Oh, this is just a way for Sesame Street to get back in the news. Look at Bert and Ernie. Look at Bert and Ernie.
Okay.
Ever seen a gay guy with a unibrow? Didn't think so. Ever seen a gay guy wearing a turtleneck?
Yeah.
Actually have.
Didn't think so.
Well, it started in the 70s, so yeah.
Both of their hair is all fucked up. Their shirts are terrible. The fashion is terrible. Bert and Ernie are not.
But I will say, I think they had more money than the rest of the characters, which is typical. Gay couples
were
do
very neat.
way better for themselves.
Yeah, but their appearances are just not gay at all.
See, I feel
Walking
bad
down
for them.
all
though.
the stereotypes.
So you think, though, this is just Sesame Street trying to play off the modern society?
Yeah,
like,
trying to get back in the ratings. Yeah.
Well,
Or-
they turned the Cookie Monster to the Veggie Monster, so that didn't work.
Fucking
No.
terrible
That
idea.
fell very flat.
Horrible idea.
Terrible idea.
I think this is easily just a way to get ratings back up again.
He should have been a keto monster, shouldn't he? That's what he
Yeah.
should have been.
Could have.
That's what he should have been. Still could have had the cookies. Should have been a keto
wait till he
monster.
finds out those exist.
He's the
gonna
Veggie
change
monster
the
now.
game.
He's fake.
Oh, you think he can't be turned back?
Oh yeah. I mean, you think he's not going to relapse?
Oh, I did last night with the man. Tough. Can't have those in the house.
You had what?
4 pumpkin-shaped Reese's that Sam, in a devilish fashion, left on the counter as soon as I walked in the house. She set me up with failure. She set me up to fail, and it's absolute. It's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. It's all bullshit. It's absolute bullshit.
We talked about this a little bit before the show.
Yeah, we're keeping it in there, too. That was a good
And
conversation.
I want to ask: is it?
Yeah.
The question about me is about shapes is better.
Uh-huh.
Why?
You stand by it.
Why are shapes better?
It's the same way with chicken nuggets. The little dinosaur
yeah,
ones
shapes are better.
better somehow than the regular ones.
Vitamins, the little Flintstone
Fuck
vitamins.
Yes. Shapes are better.
I think it's all because the world is 90% mental, so you feel as if you're having a little bit more fun.
You're more fun.
Yeah, it's just more fun.
Dino chicken nuggets, the best ones.
The best.
Did you play with them?
Yeah, you had to.
Yeah. So like, I would dip the Brontosaurus Dino Nugget in the ketchup on its back, and then he'd have the T-Rex eat its back like it was, and there was blood everywhere. Oh. That was a good time. I'm sure I'm not
You're
the
a
only one.
child.
I'm sure I'm not the only one. I didn't say I still did it.
I saw him do it last week.
I would.
I just want to let people know I did not play with my nuggets. I just ate the food because I'm a fucking man. That's what I did. Your little.
You went and kicked your nuggets against the wall of the house outside.
I wouldn't waste those dino chickens.
Back to the Bert and Ernie. It should be noted that Sesame Workshop, I guess, is a group behind the show. They came out and said that they are best friends and that since they're puppets, they have no sexual orientation.
See? Told you it's
Diggs
fake
calls
news.
it. Now, shouldn't we be upset though that Sesame Street forced these two to live a lie for all of these years?
Yeah.
And now that it's popular, they have them come out. Shouldn't have Sesame Street been in the forefront of this whole thing? Like,
We're
hey,
gonna-
we got gay puppets here.
Also,
We're going to see a lawsuit come out of this.
Yeah.
Bert and Ernie are going to sue Sesame Street for not being able to reveal who they truly are
Also-
for 40-some years.
Well, yeah, this fucking guy just outed them.
Yeah.
I also fuck Sesame Street because these are clearly two dudes. Like, don't tell me these characters don't have any sex. They're clearly male.
I'm not going to question that.
They're clearly male.
He said sexuality. Did he say gender preference or sexuality?
Sexual orientation.
Whatever.
Don't worry about it.
If this was true too, that prick Oscar the Grouch would have been gay bashing them all the time. He's not tolerant, so we never saw that.
The
So.
most true thing of all time.
You think they were waiting for Oscar the Grouch to die before they come out? No, we gotta wait for this old fucking prick to die so we can be who we really want to be.
They're walking down the street. He's like, fucking beep. I'm not going to say it.
Big Bird would just be oblivious. He'd walk in on them when they're naked
Well, if
together.
anybody's gay, it's
what are you
Big
guys
Bird.
doing, wrestling?
Oh, what a life, Sesame Street.
Good for them.
Yeah, good. I'm happy for him.
Yeah. It's going to open a whole new audience now.
I know. That's their play. I've been
My dad's going to stop watching it. What else you got, Nick?
Good news for gamblers. Vegas Golden Knights become the first NHL team to forge a gambling partnership. Team owners announced yesterday that the Golden Knights have formed a partnership with sportsbook William Hill.
Hey, listen.
Henry Hill is a
I
fucking
get it.
rat.
Like, hockey season's like 15 days. Don't try to fucking shove it down our throats.
I had to.
This is
I
fucking
had to.
this is
I can't
pure
wait.
move by you.
I can't wait to be at a Penguins game and go at the first intermission and collect my payment for hitting the over in the first period.
Have you ever seen the line to the bathroom in between periods? Trying to bet on one of those things, you're going to be waiting until the third period if you go after the
There needs
first
to be an
period.
app. There needs to be an app.
There's no way you're going to be collecting money.
So that means the bathroom be open then.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
Everybody's betting.
It's good news.
This makes perfect sense now why the Raiders made their move, right? Because if you're the team in Las Vegas, you're going to...
This is just dipping the toe in the water, but it's coming.
Yeah, the Cowboys
It's
did it
coming.
too.
Yeah, I'm just glad my team is at the forefront of doing it. You know, we've been thinking about it since the inception of the franchise, and I'm glad we
Finally pulled the
we
trigger.
Finally pushed it through. I'm very
The
happy.
long-suffering Vegas Knights.
Exactly.
Hockey doesn't start until February 4th. And if I hear another word about it beforehand, I'm going to throw a tantrum.
14 days.
What?
14 days. It's like the ring for Diggs. He picks up the phone. 14 days. Hockey starts.
Hockey's in 2 weeks?
Yeah. Oh,
It
yeah.
seems like it just ended.
Oh,
Nobody knows.
That's a terrible offseason for those guys.
It is rough.
What, did they get like 2 weeks off?
Yeah,
It just ended a couple weeks ago, didn't
Well, they
it?
didn't have to go to the Olympics, so they had a break.
Oh, of course.
Well, don't they all go like play in Russia anyway too?
I mean, a lot of them go do other stuff. A lot of them just keep playing.
Is Ovechkin alive?
I don't know.
I haven't seen him in a while, to be honest.
Good question.
He could just sail.
I also
the fuck
don't
off.
care.
So they go to Russia to play like the basketball guys go to LA Fitness?
Some guys do, yeah.
So
It's not a bad little
Well, like the Russians, when they go back to Russia, they'll just go play with Putin.
Yeah. Get their numbers
awesome.
up. Get their numbers
And he
up.
has to score 10 goals a game. Like they let him.
Whitney told us that, or Biz told us that on the Pat McAfee show. That when Putin has the puck, you just kind of got to back off. Just kind of let
Are
him
you
do
going
his
to be
thing.
the guy to put wood on Putin? You're going to give him a two-hander?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna let him fucking triple deke me, go glove side, whatever he wants to do.
More international news. A baby in India was born with 4 legs and 2 penises.
Huh. Does he have arms?
Some people have all the luck.
All 6 limbs are fully functional, and the doctors are saying this rare condition is a parasitic twin syndrome where one conjoined twin is absorbed by the other.
Oh, I love that.
Double the brain then too.
Yeah,
Did he
does
get the
that-
brain?
I think he said the one brain controls everything.
One
So,
brain to rule them all.
just the bottom half of the twin
Who's the
gets soaked in,
character
I
from
guess.
Mortal Kombat? He's that fucking guy.
Goro or whatever.
No clue.
I thought it was like Spider-Man when he grew those extra arms.
Oh, you're talking about in Avengers?
Yeah.
Yeah, the metal suit he had.
Oh yeah, you're a superhero guy now too.
I mean, in India, like you have to. If you tell you, not even in India, if you have 4 arms and 2 penises, there's only one career path that you can choose:
Circus?
porn star.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's a walking threesome.
Circuses don't exist
He's
anymore.
a walking. That's the best thing of all time.
Hey, Barry, want to get gangbanged? By me.
Maybe world-class sprinter, too. He has 4 legs.
I'm
Should be
curious
faster than everybody else.
how does it look though? Do his legs come out on the sides
The
or are they through
picture,
the back?
it looked kind of like a horse where the 2 legs are behind,
Oh, he's
so
a
the butt
centaur?
goes out. Yeah,
Oh,
kinda
he's a
like
double dick centaur.
You should donate one to the bionic dick guy. Cut one off, send it to him. Hey, here's a real dick, buddy.
Hey man, I got an extra.
That'd be a philanthropic penis move, wouldn't it? Donating your extra dick.
Talking about blood brothers.
The only
right?
way this gets better is if that baby was American and his last name was Peters. Yeah, porn is going to be wide open for this. It's going to be the king of porn, right?
I've never seen an Indian porn, but I assume so.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this has happened in India.
It's hard to make a porn with all those sheets on that they're wearing all the time.
Just Slumdog Millionaire remade.
All those sheets on.
Probably be Slumdog Trillionaire because he has so many limbs. You know, way more than $1 million for that guy.
What else you got, Nick?
More Indian news. A smuggler was caught hiding a kilogram of gold in his butthole at the Delhi airport.
Not a bad place to put it.
much
Oh,
is
it's
it?
a hot commodity.
I think it worked out to 9 gold bars. I think I heard.
Now, if memory serves me correctly, a kilo is 2.2 pounds, right?
Yeah.
It's 2 pounds of gold in your asshole? Jesus.
Yeah.
Don't go swimming.
You'll get cramps.
I like it a lot, by the way.
Well, gold or swimming?
I like the thought of he's just hiding gold. Like, what do you want him to do?
Quit hiding shit in your ass. It's the first place they look every
It
time.
is. It is. You keister anything? Nope. Open up. 2.2 pounds of
I
gold.
mean, that's something we forgot about the bionic penis. You could hide gold in there too.
Yeah.
No.
Just open up the little compartment. It's basically a fanny pack on your dick.
Is gold or silver? Is gold or silver worth more now?
I assume gold.
Good question.
Gold's got it. It's got to be gold.
I don't know. They had a big silver push going.
I mean,
on, too.
gold's still first place.
Gold. There's what? There's no gold in Fort Knox anymore, right? They don't know-
Right.
they don't know
Really?
What the hell it is?
What the fuck are we protecting then?
That's a great question.
Who knows?
That's a really good
Alien
question.
technology, probably.
Oh no.
What's that out in Arizona? They have there is an alien.
Albuquerque, New Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Oh, when
Yeah,
they
yeah,
shut
New
down.
Mexico,
They
yeah.
shut down that thing.
They shut
Yeah.
it down. Yeah.
And the local authorities are like, yeah, they're not telling us shit. We're not happy about it either. We'd like to know as well. The sheriff came out, had a press conference, like, we want to know as well. We're on your side here. The FBI is leaving us out of it. I think they got aliens over there.
Something.
It's
Something
X-Files.
fucking-
It's real life X-Files. The FBI comes in, shuts everything down. It's all hush hush. Well, they were studying the sun. They were like observing the sun.
Yeah, well, New Mexico,
So they
right? That's
say.
where all our nukes are, right?
Oh yeah.
New
Like
Mexico.
everything.
That's where just all the weird shit no one
Yeah.
knows about is because no one goes there or lives there.
So
I almost got into a bar fight with a biker gang with Danny Amendola in New Mexico.
Are you serious?
We don't need to talk about it. but I just
someday I think we do.
it's like 3:30 a.m. and we were walking out of a club, a bar.
Pro Bowl.
No, this was at Hank Baskett's golf outing in
Okay.
New Mexico, and we were walking out of a bar and there was just a line of bikes. And I guess I really was intrigued by one of them, and I just sat down on one of them.
Oh, you don't touch another guy.
Yeah, it turns out the guy had full on. It came out. Oh yeah, his whole crew. And I was just like, "Nice bike, man." I was trying to compliment him, and he was like, "Get the fuck off my bike." And I'm like, "Hey, it's a nice bike." I was just wondering. And the guy was like, "You need to get the fuck up now." And I'm still sitting, and I'm pretty intoxicated. And I go to stumble, and I almost knock down.
Oh my god.
And Danny Amendola's like, "Cuz, you got to get the fuck up right now." And then Danny was like, "Yeah, we're going to get out of here." And the guy was like, "You fucking better." And I was like, "Yeah, we should get out of here." And then the next morning, I didn't recall it, obviously. And I wake up, and Danny Amendola's like, "Yeah, you almost got us killed by a biker gang last night." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Here, I took a photo." And it was me like this with the biker gang. With my hands up, like, yeah, sorry, no problem. I just want to be friends. Danny said I did make it right in the end, though. I bought him all drinks, and we
Smooth
kept
talk your way out of
got
it?
my
Yeah.
way out of it. Yeah,
You buy them all shots.
I think it was beers. I think I did the beer move just
Couple
because.
PBRs.
Shot in a beer. That's a
Yeah.
classic biker move.
Yeah, you guys want whiskey or beer?
It
get the
looks,
fuck outta here.
according to the Asian, Europe, and New York markets, I'm not sure what the weight is, but the gold costs $1,200 and silver costs $14.
Oh, so it's real close.
You ever drink Goldschlager?
Yeah.
And you shit gold flakes?
Yeah, it's awesome.
I can't imagine what's gonna happen to this
It's
guy.
basically like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like the corn of liquors.
The corn of liquors.
Corn is unbelievable. You chew that motherfucker up for 10 minutes, swallow it, and it still comes out whole. I don't get it. What the fuck is going on? Why are we not researching that more?
Yeah. It happened in India. If it had happened like in Zimbabwe or something, they'd be like, oh my God, this guy shits gold. Put him in a room. Make more gold.
Whip the shit out.
What else you got?
Speaking of child labor, there was a guy in New Hampshire. He's in trouble with the police for putting his kid inside of one of the prize vending machines,
like
like
the
the
claw?
claw machines, kind of. Yeah, and he had his kid, his toddler, was shuffling out Nintendo, like Nintendo 3DS and Game Boys, and all the
genius.
prizes inside.
Love it.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with this. How'd he get caught?
Father of the year.
Kid couldn't get out, could he?
No, everyone just saw him. People were walking by and they
No
saw a
mask.
kid inside the machine.
No mask on either. He was just sitting there on a knee pulling shit out. And there's a kid. It's in the middle of the day, too. That's one of the most awesome father things I've ever seen in my life. They never said we couldn't. Did you see a sign saying you couldn't put a kid up in there?
True.
Couldn't. They beat the game.
Loophole.
They
Wait,
beat
was
it.
this if I can get this out, I win it. It's mine.
He saw the article about the midget gang and he was like, "This is how we do it."
It's
not gonna
basically
be
a
a-
doggy door.
You're not going to be a little person for much longer. You got to take advantage of you while you're at this size.
New Hampshire's crazy too.
Is it?
Live for your dime, motherfucker. That's what they say. You go up there, seriously, no taxes, cigarettes, cartons, like $40. Honestly, it's more like Indiana in that sense, I guess, which is probably why I came
Is it
back.
like rural?
Yeah, it's rural.
Yeah, it's fucking
There's a
New
couple
Hampshire.
spots up there. in New
Live
Hampshire.
free or die
Yeah,
is their state
Oh,
motto.
Every
yeah.
license plate, live free or die. Motherfucker on the bottom.
I love New Hampshire.
That's pretty
Oh,
awesome.
yeah. No, it's great.
Not as scenic as Vermont, but it's right next door. They're basically neighbors.
Yeah, Vermont produced the guy that
Montpelier.
would take 90% of my fucking money, so fuck that state. Bernie's.
Weed's
Feel
legal,
the-
I think, up there too, right?
Feel the burn.
Vermont it is.
Yeah, anywhere north of Massachusetts,
Yeah.
anything's legal, really.
It's basically
awesome.
Canada.
Easy. Okay. It's
No,
not-
it is. It's basically Canada.
Hey, it's close to Massachusetts.
Yeah, whatever.
Massachusetts
Well,
invented
Canada's
America.
technically still old England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's New England.
Mm-hmm.
You see.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no argument you can put up against this. He's right.
Yeah, he's exactly right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
They still pay the queen.
Okay, now we got to move on, or else I'm gonna get pissed. we don't pay shit to the queen.
Not you, motherfucker.
Live free or die.
Yeah.
New Hampshire, I didn't know they were that awesome.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
they're awesome up there. Really weird. Way far out there. Like you said,
It's
rural.
basically the
rural.
South with snow.
I never really hear of anything in New Hampshire ever.
Nothing really happens in New Hampshire. That's why, except for a guy throwing his kid into a
Yeah,
fucking
just shit like
a
that.
store. Yeah.
You ever
yeah.
been to Mississippi?
I have been to Mississippi.
God damn it, that one backfired.
You're just going to make up a story there, I assume?
You ever been to Biloxi?
I have not been to Biloxi.
Yeah, so yeah, it's basically New Hampshire of the South.
You're so dumb. So dumb.
What else you got, Nick? You got one more?
Yes, this is a doozy. Teens have started an online protest to give them the option to refuse to stand in front of the class to give presentations without punishment.
Motherfuckers.
Students say it's unreasonable to make anyone with public speaking anxiety to do so in class.
Who cares what the students think?
Yeah.
Who
Why are we
cares?
even asking?
Who cares? It's unreasonable. You know what's unreasonable? That we have to share a fucking country with your generation.
It
That
gets
is
better.
unreasonable.
No student, this is a quote, no student should be forced to do something they are not comfortable doing, especially inside a classroom. This is our safe place.
I'm not comfortable going to school. How about that?
Or doing math, or English, or
taking-
science.
I'm not comfortable with tests, or
Tests.
quizzes.
Yep.
This generation is going to end up so soft. We're going to lose this.
We got to
country.
take a shot. Can we move on to take a shot?
Presentations is how I made my money in school too.
Yes!
The only way I got a C or a B was a presentation, and then I fail the test or the quiz, and then they even out.
Do these
you know?
kids know that since for a long time people say their number one fear is public speaking? Literally, it's the number one fear for everybody. This is just a situation everybody has to go through. You have to do this. Is something
Yes.
you have. How do we know if somebody's? What if somebody who's scared of it gets up there and they don't? They could be the next fucking president because they're so good at speaking in front of people. Now we got these teachers. I hate them. I hate the teachers. I hate the kids. It's unreasonable that we even have to listen to this bullshit.
I know this is the greatest country in the world. Okay?
Live free or die, mother.
Live free or die. But this continues. Like, if all generations start doing this bullshit, we're going to think about moving the show somewhere else, man.
I'm worried Putin's reading stuff like this, and he's like, about 10 more years.
And make my move.
We walk right into America. Just take it all.
You know, I have pretty bad anxiety. I had to do this.
Yeah, we all did.
Yeah, it
Like
makes
the-
you a better adult.
Well,
To face your fears.
No, it does.
Try it out. Martin Luther King was scared of public speaking as a kid, and he said that he only got so good at it because his teacher made him do it over and over and over again.
That's
Right.
not- yeah.
I don't know if that's
Fuck
true or
them.
not,
If
but
I had to do it,
it could be.
They
It
have
could
to
be
do
true.
it.
I still have faith that a couple kids are going to be like, hey, you want to go stuff that kid who suffered and baby shit in the locker? Like, I mean, there's a couple kids in
Hopefully.
his class who are like, fuck this kid.
We can
Let's
only
beat the
dream.
shit out of him after school.
Absolutely.
CNN wants this kid to fucking lead the charge for younger voting.
These are the kids that want to vote, too. The kids that won't do public speaking or the kids that want to vote?
Don't you just wish, kind of, that they just let one disease run free? Just kind of clear out a little
peanut
bit.
allergies.
You get on a plane, you cannot open your snack. Somebody in here has a peanut allergy. Well, give them a mask. I do feel bad. Those peanut allergies are bad, by the way.
They are bad, and I don't understand it. I've never personally met anybody with a peanut allergy.
Who started it?
I don't know.
Who's the peanut guy? Alexander Graham Bell?
George Washington
George
Carver.
Washington Carver.
The telephone.
Same thing.
I hate these kids.
Same.
It's not like we're asking
They're
you
the
to get up in
worst,
front of the class and fight another student to the death.
Which they should, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Neither of them would do it.
No.
They'd start tweeting each other until one committed suicide. It's so soft, isn't it?
It
Yeah,
is
it's
soft.
so bad.
And I get school, your classroom is your safe place.
No, it's not.
No, you know what your
There
safe
needs
place
to be
is?
some
a place
adversity
to
in
go
your
to
life.
work.
It's
Yes.
totally an uncomfortable place. You're
Home
supposed
is
to
your
be-
safe place. Home is where you're safe.
Oh, not everybody's safe at home, Todd.
But
Well,
they
that's on
could
them.
be if they would sign up with Simply Safe. Simply Safe is ready for anything that gets thrown at it. If a storm takes out your power, Simply Safe is ready. If an intruder cuts your phone line,
Simply Safe is ready.
Say they destroy your keypad or siren. Simply
Simply
Safe
Safe is
is
ready.
ready. They
Oh,
still
that's
get you
nice.
what you need. Sure, maybe it's overkill. Maybe you don't need to be ready for every worst case scenario. But let me give you a little advice. As a fan of The Walking Dead and as a man that's been divorced twice, be ready for anything. That's what makes Simply Safe's home security system so great. It's always ready. Simply Safe could charge an arm and a leg because it's great, but they don't. They only charge you what's fair. 24/7 professional security monitoring for just $14.99 a month, and there's no contracts or hidden fees. I recommend Simply Safe to everyone I know. We all do, and we're recommending it to you. Go to simplysafe.com/heartland. That's Simply Safe, SIMPLISAFE.com/heartland to protect your home and family today. Simplysafe.com/heartland. Love that company.
We got a mini office.
They're the best.
Yeah. We're always on guard. Yeah. Don't come up in here, homeless person from the methadone clinic.
Attaboys, yeah.
All right, I got a new thing I want to try. They're calling it I Want to Know.
Is this Imogen Heap?
No?
I don't think so.
It's called something stupid.
I'm
It's a
probably
stupid
I want to
band
know.
name. I remember that.
Probably Imogen
But, and I want to know, it's basically, I'm going to ask you guys anything I want to know.
Heap. Okay.
So we're going to go around the room.
Oh, this is convenient for you.
Thank you. Being
He's
a
the
little
host.
selfish.
He is the host.
Being a little selfish.
Yeah.
Here's the scenario.
Okay.
Elon Musk approaches you and says, hey, I have this machine that will allow your spirit to travel back to any point in history and possess the body and mind of any one person for only 24 hours. Who do you possess and why? Dix.
I would go back and I would possess the mind and body of Marcus Aurelius. Oh. And I would kill Commodus so that Maximus Decimus Meridius gets to go back to his wife, his son, and his two horses, Argento and Scotto.
It's very nice of you.
I mean,
better
and it's
movie.
an unselfish move on me because the movie would never come out and Russell Crowe would never win an award. But I always felt really bad that Maximus didn't go back to his wife and son and his two horses, Argento and Scotto.
Very unselfish of you. I like it.
That's Gladiator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah. We would never have been entertained.
No.
Not at once.
But it's fine.
You
Because
just went
Maximus would have
home
been
and
happy.
went back to farming. That's not a good movie. I take it back. It's not a good movie at all. Let me watch you grow your crops for an hour and a half. Nick.
I had a couple.
Okay.
That's not the way it works.
Hey, pick one.
Only one. Elon made it clear. You can only do one
This
person.
isn't
Okay, well, let me explain
23 wishes.
my thought process then, and I'll
Okay.
get to the one I actually chose.
right.
My first thought was I wanted to be Antonio Brown, and I would just go to practice on Monday. The second thought
He had a dentist appointment.
was Neil Armstrong, go to the moon. I thought that would be pretty cool.
Maybe take some pictures or
then
film
I,
it.
yeah,
To make sure it's
yeah,
filmed.
prove
Aliens,
it. You know,
aliens, possibly.
take a Polaroid so I could be like, hey, look,
Yeah,
I was
we
there.
actually happened.
Then be on the Bin Laden raid, one of the seals
that'd
on the
be
Bin Laden
awesome.
raid. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Then I thought maybe I'll be Jesus Christ for a day.
By the way, this is 5.
I actually, one of
Yeah,
mine
this
was-
is where my brain went. I was
one of mine
I
was
was
actually the
vitamined
Spirit,
up.
the Holy Ghost.
Yeah, so I thought I'd be,
That is mine, so don't take it.
and instead of turning water to wine, I'd turn it to Four Loko, the original formula, and
Yeah,
have the
yeah,
banger of all
exactly.
bangers with my disciples.
World would end it a long
But
time
I
ago.
settled on Moses.
Okay.
Moses is
Okay.
my pick.
And why is that?
Because he transcribed the Ten Commandments
Mm-hmm.
from the Lord. He went up on that mountain by himself and wrote those into the stone.
It's weird no one else was there.
That's what you're gonna do with your day with Moses. You're gonna climb a mountain and do
Yeah,
work?
don't be so short-sighted.
Okay.
I get to decide what the Ten Commandments are.
Oh, okay.
There's
He
no
gets
one
to
else up
set
there
the moral
but me.
compass for humans forever.
Yeah, dude.
Christians forever.
Okay.
And to be honest, there's only one I would change.
Yeah.
Which one?
And that's that he said God rested on the seventh day, so thou shalt as well. I would make a few more of those rest days. I would make like 3.
God chilled Friday to Sunday.
Yeah.
Thou shalt as well.
I would have
chill a
implemented
lot.
the weekend a lot earlier.
Yeah, smart. You know what? You're my hero.
Well, as Moses.
As Moses, you're my hero.
Yeah, it is Moses. It's just we're just giving him a hey tap on the
I think
shoulder.
you'd be an even more popular Moses if we had a 3-day weekend.
By the way, you just knocked out 7 people. Just for future reference. For the rest of the
There's
room.
none left for anybody else.
Just for the rest of the room.
Also, to be honest, I thought this was a one-time segment. I didn't know this
No.
was a new
Recurring.
recurring thing.
It's
so
going to be a different topic.
There's
each
8
time.
people in the room, though. What we're saying is you just knocked down 7 people that are pretty solid.
This was a draft, and you took 8 players in a row.
Yeah, that's
I don't think
not how
anyone here is
drafts-
going to be Antonio Brown.
true.
All right, well, let's see if there's anybody left. Zito.
Nick did take 2 of mine, so I'm just going to take King Arthur.
Oh,
Oh.
smart.
Yep, I just want to
to.
swing Excalibur, and my best friend is a wizard.
That'd be a cool day. Cool 24 hours.
And you
enjoy
sit
it.
at a table.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
A round table.
You didn't really help anybody there at all.
Oh, no, it's just for me.
Like Nick
Okay,
and I did.
that's just for you.
It's a me thing.
No problem.
As it should be, Bo.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Evan Foxy.
I'm going to be the king of cocaine himself, Pablo Escobar, for a day.
Oh.
Just have billions of dollars, be the best drug dealer in the world. I mean, it'd be a good day, I feel like.
I feel like he had a good time until the end. Yeah, so it's probably a pretty fun 24 hours. Ty Schmidt.
I think I would probably want to be Nick Cage on the set of Con Air. And A, because of the flow, just unbelievable. B, you got Nick Cage at the height of his powers. And C, I'd love to see the reactions of the people when he did his accent in that.
The worst accent
Just
in
like,
a movie of all
what
time.
the fuck is this guy doing? Oh, we're just giving free reign for him to do whatever he wants. So,
Actually,
that was a
just-
great
The
cast,
true story to that is I actually went back for a day and taught him that accent.
Can you do that accent, Ty?
Put the bunny back in the box.
The director, the first time he hears it,
Oh, fuck it.
we got to deal with this. This is not how I saw this
You're
going.
going to tell that lunatic not to do that accent, though?
Oh, my God.
Boston Connor.
All right, so like I said, I'd be Jesus Christ. Okay. but I'm 21-year-old Jesus Christ.
Okay.
And this is before I meet my disciples. I haven't gone the Bible route yet.
You haven't got on
Yeah,
your
you
high
don't-
horse
I'm
yet.
walking around Jerusalem, just finger gunning water to wine. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Everyone loves me, and they kill me 12 years later. Still, but it's fine. I'm over it.
You're only there for a day.
Only every
so
day. I
yeah,
don't got to
that's
deal with
right.
that shit.
Because you lived long enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't have to wear any crown. Whatever.
You either die the hero or you live long enough to become not the hero. I forgot the whole line there, so
See yourself become the villain.
there it is. That's what happened to Jesus.
Pat, who you possessing and why?
Dark Knight, good movie. What's that, bub?
Who you possessing and why?
So I am my soul is one that loves the feeling of vindication.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's one that loves the feeling of just full gratification, you know? When the haters just have to sit there and watch what they said couldn't happen. And with that being said, I am choosing to be Noah. The 24 hours that the flood comes, it's that 24 hours when everybody on earth who has talked shit to this guy, everybody on earth is calling him a lunatic, you fucking animal-loving freak, you're spending all this wood, God ain't talking to you, and then that flood hits, and all of a sudden the eyes of everybody is like, that fucking lunatic was right. And I would just be sitting there on top of the boat with a fucking just staring at everybody, middle fingers flying. You can all suck my dick. Me and all these animals are going to live forever. Y'all motherfuckers are dead. Have a good one. See you later. That's the 24 hours I want.
You know, everyone else before that was like, he's just fucking animals, right? It's just fucking animals.
Exactly. Noah had to deal with that for a long time, that guy. Long time.
You always say he's the first documented blackout. He's also the first cruise director.
Zito worked on a cruise. How easy would it be if they couldn't talk back?
Oh, so much easier.
Yeah, I could
The
imagine.
shit would be bad, though.
Yeah. That's my moment, though. That's probably
I
the
love
biggest vindication moment in the history of Earth, if I had to guess. And that would be the one I would want to be just sitting there watching all the haters. Just, what'd you say, bitch?
While they're drowning.
Yeah. Oh, no room. Got a goddamn giraffe here. I know.
Wasting my time, you said.
Oh, I'm the crazy one. Oh, it's crazy now. That's my moment that I would like to be.
I love it. I would travel back to specifically Saturday, April 23rd, 1955, and possess Joe DiMaggio. Because that afternoon, I get to play center field for the Yankees in a home game against the Red Sox. And after the game, I get to have sex with my 26-year-old wife, Marilyn Monroe. And don't worry, I went back and I found a photo from that exact date where she was doing a photo shoot in a swimming pool. So I know she wasn't on her period. So I don't waste that day.
When were tampons invented?
I don't know.
The thought of Shark Week, though, with Marilyn Monroe there, being on her period's probably better. You know?
Still would have done it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I would have done it.
There's no pregnancy coming
For
from
sure.
So, like, she was hot.
Yeah.
Plus, even if she got pregnant, you're out of there in a day.
Was she like 1955 hot, or is she still hot today?
She still holds up in my mind.
Yeah, I think she's still pretty hot.
She
She
was
was a slut too, right?
Yeah, she was
yeah.
one of the horror Hall of Famers.
God, I love that.
JFK.
Sucking off
Fucking-
JFK under his desk.
She
Yeah.
was fucking everybody.
She actually took both decades, the 50s and 60s, in the horror Hall
What a
of Fame.
fucking champion.
Yeah, you know she's a good time.
All right.
She's linked to everybody in that time period. Every human in that time
she-
period, she's linked to.
She fucked
Castro?
Fidel too, right?
Yeah. She was the first one to do the cigar thing before Monica Lewinsky.
The CIA killed
She
her,
was a
right? Because
Cuban
they were
cigar.
worried about her giving away too many secrets.
They
Fuck
say that's why
JFK
she
and
died.
Fidel. You can't do that.
And a Yankee. This girl knows too much. Too much.
Probably how the Cuban Missile Crisis started.
Bro, I guarantee it was.
Fidel was like, they killed who?
Hey,
Marilyn Monroe?
Hey, John.
That's my whore, too.
That's basically what happened with
It's the Bay of Pigs, right? That was the whole thing?
with
Yeah.
with Troy. It's basically what happened with Troy.
to my little friend. That's what he was just trapped.
Dumbass Paris stole the girlfriend.
Oh, Troy?
Yeah,
Oh, Helena?
yeah, Helen of Troy.
What'd it do? Started with an apple, ended with a horse?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Achilles had to die,
that's what
too.
happens.
Yeah,
hated that.
the greatest
Yeah,
superhero
that
of
was
all
the
time.
worst.
Achilles is the guy that's dipped in gold or whatever?
By his
Dipped him
Achilles.
Yeah.
It was
But
Brad
don't-
Pitt.
They don't dip his Achilles, yeah.
Achilles is not a bad name.
No, it's a pretty good name.
That's a nice name.
Midas, better name.
I like Bane
Midas
a
is
lot.
a strong name.
Atlas. I'm all in on Atlas right now.
Me too. I'm pushing it pretty hard at the house.
Yeah.
Just getting it around, just sending out some feelers. Atlas McAfee probably happening. Just a little heads up. Pretty good name.
All right, let's take a shot.
Take a shot for me. Come on, hit me with the best shot.
Is this Uzi?
I don't hate this at all.
Who remixed that?
My fingers.
Not his brain, though. It's just his fingers.
Good work, Z.
All right, if it's your first time listening, this is the segment where we choose someone that we would either like to take a shot with or take a shot at. Diggs, you want to start us off?
I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna take a shot with and take a shot at. take a shot
Okay,
at
Nick.
I'm gonna take a shot at those dumbass 15-year-olds who don't want to stand in front of the classroom.
Yep, I think
and
that's
fucking
from all
give
of us, by
speeches.
the way.
And I'm gonna take a shot with a school in Georgia who is bringing back paddling.
Yes.
Finally, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. We're gonna turn the school system around.
Okay.
We're gonna turn the youth around. Oh, you don't want to give a speech? How about you get a fucking paddle up the ass? How about that, motherfucker?
I don't think that's how paddles.
On your ass.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it slips in. I'm sure there was a mistake every once in a while.
You should actually have to give the presentation in front of the class, and if you stutter, you get paddled.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do better.
Every time you mess up, whack.
You're wasting all of our time.
So I'd like to take a shot with Georgia for just maybe trying their best
John from Georgia.
to fucking solve our youth problems.
Yeah, to turn this thing around.
Yeah.
I like
Miss
it.
John from Georgia.
Don't we
miss
all?
John from Georgia.
John from Georgia.
When I heard him last
He's a
night
legend.
say play me some fucking Haggard,
I miss that.
I had a little tear.
I bet they didn't. I bet they didn't play
No, I
Haggard
guarantee
either.
they didn't. Probably don't know what the fuck Haggard is.
Not this.
His call-ins during your show.
Oh my God, they were the best.
Just
I want to take a shot with John in Georgia.
That's. I'm
getting a little misty.
Me too. That's really one of the only things I miss about the Sirius show. John from Georgia.
I know.
And the ability just to rant about anything happening in the world. There's a lot of things I miss.
Also,
Chit-chatting with the peoples, the
Yeah.
call-ins, but John from Georgia specifically. Because he told us he had cancer, what, a week before we got off the air?
Yeah.
Hey, did anybody care about how John's mouth is doing?
I am. Also, we need to have Gumpy call in because I had like 10 people tweet me yesterday that we need to have Gumpy call.
Oh, we should do that.
I miss
Record a
his
little
voice.
conversation with him.
I miss his voice.
All right, we'll set that up. Maybe we can get a hold of John, too, somehow.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Fuck, it's going to be finding that guy.
Send a pigeon.
All right, Nick, your turn.
One of Tyson's pigeons? I love these pigeons.
I want to take a shot at Seth Rogen. Maybe not at Seth Rogen, but everyone else for falling for this.
Yep.
Every year, this fucking goes viral. And I just don't understand how we all don't know this by now, that the second controller on the original Nintendo controlled the duck in Duck Hunt.
Oh, yeah.
This is every year this pops up, and people lose their minds like it's the first time they've ever seen it. We know. We know.
Yeah, but it's like a radio show. People only listen for 30 minutes, so it's, you know what I mean?
That's
It's
true.
just you're hitting a new crowd.
Probably hits a
I
whole
see
new
that.
I'll be
generation.
honest, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. I had never seen it before.
So you guys were just cheating?
I'm taking shots at you guys then.
You guys were just cheating?
No, I never
I'm
did
not
it,
a
but
nerd.
like throughout the years, this
okay,
is
you
every
never
year
did it.
this comes up now.
Never fucking used Game Genie either, I bet. Fucking asshole.
I definitely used Game Genie. That thing was awesome.
What is Game Genie?
So basically, you
Gave
put,
you all
you
the
put
cheat
it into
codes.
Sega, and then you put the Sega game on top of the Game Genie, and you had all the fucking cheat codes.
Are you kidding?
Really?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Sega also had a Sega channel. It was basically Netflix for video games for Sega. They were way ahead of the time. You could get any game you wanted. Any Sega game was ever.
Fuck, I miss Sega.
Speaking of hockey, there was this skeleton hockey game where if you checked.
Oh,
them-
Mutant League Hockey, yeah.
Oh, they fell apart.
They had football
check?
too.
When you checked them, they just fell
Yeah,
apart?
if you checked them hard enough, their fucking bones would be laying on the ice. It was awesome.
So this is really what you guys did all growing up?
Yeah. Stimulate the mind.
Good imaginations.
Huh?
You think you get like this from just kicking a ball off the side of the house?
That's wild. I never knew any of that existed.
I didn't either.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, Todd.
Well, you
This
had
is the
Atari,
world.
right?
Huh?
You had Atari, right?
Yeah, I had Atari. I had the very first
In his
video game
20s.
ever. I was probably maybe 6, 7. The very first Atari that ever came out.
What was it? The paddle ball,
Pong?
basically.
Pong.
Had a
Pong,
little
yeah.
joystick. Yeah, we had Pong and War, I think it was called, where you just had
You just had
you
two
could battle
cards?
tanks or
Oh.
2 planes or whatever.
How long did you play that before you were like, wow, this really fucking sucks?
Pong has withstood
Yeah,
the
pretty
test
years.
of time.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, years.
Pong is still with. You go to one of them. I think really the only first video games I ever got into was at bars. You know when they had those things up there?
Tetris?
No, like the.
Oh, like the touch things on the.
Yeah, I used to love those. There's one.
Photo hunt and shit
There's
like
one
that?
at the original hot dog shop.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
Mega
yeah,
Touch.
Yeah, the Mega Touch. You used to be able to hit a monkey.
Yep, that was my favorite game ever.
Yep,
I
bash
held
him.
the record in Oakland.
And then there was tennis too. That's where I
Oh, that
learned
was a good one.
Advodot, which meant advantage. I had no clue about that until I got older. I just knew
That's
Advodot.
also where I learned about tits because you would look around and do those dirty photo hunt.
Erotic
Yep.
photo.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
You look over your shoulder like, oh, is anyone looking? Okay, we're going to erotic photo hunt.
And then Pong was on there. They had Pong on there as well, and it was that was a game I enjoyed a lot.
Those things took a real hit when iPhones came out.
Yeah, those were the original touchscreen game thing. That thing, and then Steve Jobs said, "I'm just going to give
Here's a
everybody
question.
one."
Yeah.
Why isn't Snake on all of our iPhones? Like, that was a great game.
Game was awesome. awesome. When you didn't have any more room on the screen for the snake.
You knew you were just the fucking G.
Oh, just top of the world. You felt like you
That
were.
slime soccer, man. I wish those two were on my iPhone.
I don't know what slime soccer is.
Slime soccer got me through middle school.
That was a classic game that you played while you were
computer
blowing
class.
off typing class.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Really?
I was trying to get my WPMs up. I was trying to type that shit.
I'm gonna be a secretary one day. I gotta get my.
Zito, you got.
I'm taking a shot at Snapchat. They added a new feature where you can register to vote on there. And it's pretty bad. Yeah.
God damn it.
It's so much easier to vote now.
See, that's what we need.
Well, don't register to vote because then you'll get called for jury duty. Don't tell me it's not a thing. It's a thing. I've never been called.
I want to be called to jury duty bad.
Are you registered to
Oh,
vote?
no, you don't.
Yeah, I'm registered. What are you fucking talking about? Live free or die, bro. It's America. Do I vote every time? No. Sometimes whenever you have a choice between like two bums, I don't do it.
Yeah.
But I'm just waiting for the day to get called to jury duty. Excited for it. I cannot wait. It's an episode of Bull, and I'm in it.
It's terrible.
Have you done it?
Yeah, I've done it. I've almost actually been the guy they've selected. I was the last number to be called. I'm sitting on the, whatever you want to call it, the stand or whatever. And I'm like, God fucking damn it. I have to decide if this guy's guilty for robbing like a convenience store for a Snickers.
That's a pretty decent one.
It's awesome.
See, I want like this man murdered somebody.
Yeah.
Sure.
You take what you can
You
get.
know?
But you didn't get called in for some civil suit over a fender bender or something. That would
Yeah,
suck.
no, that was the first time I got called for jury duty. I've
You've
been called
been
twice. Yeah. Since I've been 18, I've been called twice.
I wonder if they just take my name off the list. What did you vote, by the way? What did you pick?
I saw Hillary. I saw Trump. So
He's talking about in the case, I think, not.
I got
politically.
called off.
You voted
I thought who I voted for. No. I got called off.
you
They're like, this
saw?
kid's
I
22.
saw Hillary on there. I saw Trump on there.
Hey, congrats, man.
I didn't follow anything, and then I just looked at the thing. And I was like, all right, let's take the guy who's not either of those two then. So that's how I voted.
Evan Foxy.
Yeah, I'm going to take a shot at the NFL.
Oh.
We need to end ties. Ties can no longer be a
you.
thing.
Yeah.
And I have two solutions.
Oh.
We end the game like we started it, just a good old-fashioned coin toss, winner take all. Or I think
That's fucking terrible.
I think Pat will like this one though,
Kickoff.
because there's skill to this.
Yeah, kickoff.
No, a good old-fashioned rock, paper,
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
scissors.
I like that best of
And
three.
then you got a guy on the roster. Yep, best of three, of course.
You pick your best player. They
Yep.
go out in the middle of the stadium,
It'd be so electric.
in the middle of the field, and the ref. You got the ref. All right. This is going to be a best of three. Rochambeau, rock, paper, scissors. It is a rock, paper, scissors. We are shooting on shoot. You shoot early. It is a loss. Representing the home team. Like imagine the
They
crowd.
shut all the lights off.
We got them
Just two
mic'd up
lights.
too. Both guys mic'd up.
What is the crowd? The crowd's 5 hours into this thing. Slaughtered drunk by this point, and they're just like, God damn it! Every week he throws fucking paper! Every fucking week! With the paper!
Let's go, scissors.
I got an idea for you.
Maybe the
about this?
crowd votes too for one of the throws, and the away team has to take on the entire crowd, and it showed on the jumbotron. Like whenever you walk in, when you walk in, you're asked to vote. If this ends in a tie, we're going to take on a member of the away team. What would you like us to throw? Rock, paper, scissors. And they just put a vote in, and then it goes 1, 2, 3. The away team has to throw what they're going to throw, and then the entire crowd now has made a decision on what the home team wants to throw. Now you're getting fans involved.
Oh, see, my solution was
idea,
use
Foxy.
the kickers at the end. Put them both kickers, a 45-yard field goal. They go match for match. You move them, they both make it. You go back 5 yards.
Yeah.
You keep going back until one misses.
I like that a lot.
All right.
I want it like a relay. I want the kickers involved doing that, and then when they hit it, the quarterbacks come up and he has to throw and hit the crossbar.
Oh, like a barrel of balls there. Yeah.
I want like a quarterback Oklahoma drill.
Okay.
Winner take all.
I'm sure they'll do
Hey,
that.
picture
It
this.
happened.
Picture this.
All right. Close
light-
your eyes, he says.
The lights in the stadium go down. Wow. Smoke, fog starts filling the stadium.
I'm seeing the Chicago Bulls.
Okay.
Undertaker.
A spotlight
Dong,
shines on a door.
dong.
Through this ginormous Jurassic Park looking door is wheeled out the aggro crag. to midfield. Mike O'Malley comes on the speaker.
Mo.
Sends it to Mo.
In
3 players from each team have to do the aggro crag.
3 players, not just your best athlete.
Nope, I like 3 players.
Any of these are better than the tie.
Yes.
This is just what? We just had a little spitball situation here for what, 4 minutes and we solved the issue. Made ratings probably go up. Imagine the ratings. People not watching that game. They're like, yo. The Steelers and Browns are going into the aggro crag overtime over on CBS. Get there now. Antonio Brown will be taking on Jarvis Landry in the fucking aggro crag in 3 minutes.
Let's go double box. We got to show you this one.
I'm so happy we solved football.
There we are.
Ratings up. Games ending. Good for you, Foxy.
Let's go, NFL. You're welcome. Ty Schmidt.
I'm going to take a shot at everyone involved in the new Grinch movie.
There's a new one.
Yeah, they released a trailer yesterday.
Not Jim Carrey?
No, not Jim Carrey. It looks terrible.
It's gonna suck.
Tyler, the creator's doing the theme song. Like, that's just what everyone wanted, was like a rap-infused version of the original Grinch song. So fucking stupid. It's going to make a shitload of money, so they'll probably make another
Who's
one.
playing the Grinch?
Benedict Cumberbatch is voicing the Grinch.
Okay.
It's CGI'd, so it's going
Yeah,
to
no,
make billions of dollars.
Yeah, exactly. I like him, but fuck this. We don't need this movie. It's a money grab. It's going to make a shitload of money, so...
Benedict Cumberbatch ended World War II, so he can pretty much do whatever he wants now.
Jim Carrey movie still holds water. You just keep
It does.
replaying
It
that.
does.
And I'm a traditionalist. I still like the original
The original
cartoon.
cartoon's
Yeah,
still good.
so don't need this one. It's going to have a bunch of like modern quotes and stuff like that. So
Oh, it's lit.
yeah, exactly. There's going to be a bunch of that shit.
They're going to
I'm-
make him gay. I get it. Modernize it.
Bert, Ernie, Grinch,
Yeah, it's a new thing.
all
Why
coming
not?
out of the closet in the cave.
It's 2018.
I don't mind it.
I don't know.
I don't mind it. That's what movies are.
You're gonna give it a chance.
A money grab. No, I won't watch it.
Oh, okay.
I won't watch it at all.
Not your Grinch.
No, Jim Carrey is my Grinch.
Yeah,
That's
forever.
what I'll watch.
Tim Allen's your Santa Claus.
Exactly. Forever and ever. But I do understand these people just raking in cash off of this soft society that's growing up right now. So, I mean, just take advantage of them all they can.
Robin Williams is my genie.
Can't wait till
Yeah,
we don't have Can't wait till we don't have movies in 50 years because
Not
none
Will
of the
Smith.
kids learned how to speak in front of the class, so there's no actors anymore.
It's good for us. It's
Yeah,
good for us.
it's
Great for us. Maybe they just make kids not talk anymore.
Yeah.
You know what? Don't even talk anymore. That'd be great for us. It'd be
Hey,
great for
remember
us.
that opinion you were going to give on everything? Don't.
Yeah. Boston Kana.
I'm going to take a shot with Matt Patricia. On Sunday, the Patriots take on the Lions.
Oh, boy.
Oh, real surprise.
And so I want to take a shot with Matt Patricia. Say thank you. You did well. You got us a Super Bowl, took us to another. But we are going to absolutely fuck you guys on Sunday. So I apologize. But here's a shot. Thank you. Cheers. Goodbye. Matt Patricia forever. Your career's over.
No animosity at all there.
Nope, not at all.
Okay.
You guys got a house bet going in the pub for this game?
Nah, I've given up.
No,
I'm
there's
done
no
with the
point.
Lions.
I mean, I'm not going to take Fox's money.
Heard you were coming over to the lounge this weekend.
Oh, I thought
Is your house the lounge now?
I thought it was the diner. I thought Nick named it the diner the other
diner?
day.
He wanted to call it the restaurant.
Well, that's terrible. How about we go with the lounge?
I like the lounge, honestly. Yeah, I'll come over to the lounge. Sure.
I hate that I work with you guys.
All right, Pat. Who you taking a shot with or taking a shot at?
I have no idea. I have no clue.
So many to choose from.
Well, I think I want to take a shot with Shane Leckler
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
because I've talked to Shane Leckler a little bit this week, and it seems as if he's enjoying the hell out of his semi-retired life right
Good for
now.
him.
Yeah, he sent me a video of him on his boat in the Gulf of Mexico fishing, and but he's still up, by the way. Still up if a team wants him bad enough. So I think I'm going with Shane Leckler just because he's come into my world now, my retired world, and I love that guy.
I love that. Somebody you looked up to early on in your career.
Yep.
And now you have the friendship with.
Yep. Or Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah. That would be a good time.
Stone Cold, probably.
No, Shane Leckler.
Okay.
Stone,
I said, give me a hell
probably Stone Cold.
What would you guys do a shot of?
Me and Stone Cold?
Yeah.
We do whiskey.
What?
Tequila.
What?
Vodka.
What?
A whole beer.
What?
Another one.
What?
More beer.
What?
Tequila.
What?
More vodka.
What?
More whiskey.
What?
Yeah.
I'm going to take a
I wasn't
shot.
ready there. I wasn't ready there. I was not ready.
I'm going to take a shot with my girl, Freddie Overstegen.
Of course.
But I have to pour it on the ground in her honor because she passed away 2 weeks ago at the age of 92. Freddie was a member of a team of 3 women that was part of the Dutch resistance in World War II. And this was their job, these 3
The
ladies.
Dutch had a resistance.
Oh,
Yep.
I cannot wait to hear this job.
Their job was to blow up bridges,
Oh.
rail lines, to shoot Nazi
said
soldiers in
blow up
drive-bys, to shoot Nazi soldiers in drive-bys from their bicycles, and to seduce them in bars, get them out into a walk alone in the woods so they could pull a gun out of their purse and execute them in the fucking
That's
head.
gangster.
That's awesome.
Wow.
The original
3
ladies are
They were the
gangsters.
Dutch blasters.
Oh,
Bastards.
yeah.
How is this not a movie?
I
then?
know. That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking. This movie would crush.
It will be. Betty White's going to star in it.
I don't think they were 92 when they were doing that. Yeah, Betty White.
So good for her. Everybody hates a Nazi. She was a badass. Or
That's a
the girl
great
she worked
movie.
with. Yeah, it's
It
a
is.
great
Oh, yeah.
fucking
Unless
movie.
they make it like Ocean's 8, then we're fucked.
We'll just make it. We got 2 good scripts
Yeah,
today.
yeah,
I
we'll
think
do
we're
it.
in a good place.
The little people.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You're right. We do.
We have 2 great movies going on right now.
Yeah, 2 great movie ideas.
Copyright
go.
pending. By the way,
Copyright.
Call the
Copyright.
studio.
trademark.
Zito, edit this out.
Edit up.
We just have good brains, I think, for thinking of shit.
Yeah, yeah.
You know why? It's because we stay rested.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't get distracted. We don't forget things. We don't make mistakes at work because we get a good night's sleep. And it's important. It's because we all have a Lisa mattress.
Oh.
The Lisa mattress is the product that's just taken over the mattress industry. For more than 30 years of experience in mattress engineering and hundreds of hours of testing, comprised of 3 foam layers that provide cooling pressure relief, body contouring, and support, over 300,000 happy Lisa sleepers agree the Lisa mattress gives them the best rest they need. Order your Lisa mattress online at leesa.com/Heartland with promo code Heartland and try it risk-free for 100 nights. It ships direct to your door in a convenient box with free shipping and free returns. Find the right mattress for you at leesa.com/Heartland and get the rest you need. Get $160 off and free shipping on the Lisa mattress at leesa.com/Heartland. Enter promo code Heartland at checkout. Leesa.com/Heartland, promo code Heartland.
Just revolutionizing the game. Just showing up at your doorstep
Revolution.
with an incredible bed. Hiya.
Just pops right up.
Keeping you fresh.
That's awesome.
All right. We have the best listeners in the podcast universe. They want answers. They have questions. Cito, do it.
Riddle me this, riddle me that. Remember, there are no stupid questions, just stupid people.
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
I can handle the truth. Diggs, question number 1.
What's everyone's number 1 on their bucket list?
Great question.
Great question.
Great question. I'd like to become a billionaire.
Good.
That's number 1.
That's a good bucket list.
That's number 2 on mine.
I've lived my life as a bucket list, though.
Yeah,
So
you have.
my life literally, and I very much enjoy the bucket list mantra. Set goals, make plans, execute plans. That is kind of my whole entire life in a nutshell. And it's been pretty. The billionaire is the number 1, though. And have a family.
Yeah. Billionaire's number 2 on mine. Number 1 on mine is to free an orca from its tank and then have it come through the bay, and I'm standing on a bunch of rocks, and I give it the sign to jump, and it jumps over me, over the rocks, and into the ocean and swims away.
And everybody cries while watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna name that thing?
Billy.
Billy. You're gonna free Billy.
Free Billy.
That movie made me cry as a kid.
It did.
It's very sad.
And also, the one part made me so mad, though, when he was trying to scrub the fucking spray paint off of a cement wall with a brush. Good luck, kid. You're never getting that off. It's the worst sound in the world, too.
My bucket list is to be in a movie. Doesn't matter how big the part, how small the part, preferably a Western. And preferably I get to kill somebody before I get killed in the movie. That's all I ask. Or I would settle for a World War II movie, same scenario.
Okay. I like that a lot.
Harry
actually.
just won Harry just won an Emmy for a Western.
Yeah.
Literally, Harry did. The guy from Dumb and
Jeff
Dumber.
Daniels.
Yeah, him. He just won an
Oh, for Godless.
Godless, yeah.
Oh, that was a
Netflix.
great series.
I would never have thought of watching it. My dad really ruined westerns for me as a kid. It was a terrible movie time with Tim McAfee every single fucking time he had a remote, and it was all these goddamn westerns, and I hate.
Terrible movie time.
With Tim McAfee. Hey, you might as well just go ahead and walk outside and start kicking that goddamn ball, because for the next hour and a half, you're going to hate your life. And I assume westerns are good movies, though. I assume they are now that I'm an adult, but it's just been jaded so much.
Those John Wayne movies back in the day, just so bad. The acting. Oh my
You love
God.
westerns, though, huh?
Yeah,
your
modern
favorite
westerns. I don't like old ones. Well, I mean, some of the Clint Eastwood old ones I like, but
What are modern ones?
like Unforgiven is my favorite, probably western of all
Hateful
time.
Eights.
Tombstone,
310 to Yuma.
310 to Yuma, another one.
So westerns just people back in the day killing each other?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
With a cowboy hat.
Is There Will Be Blood a Western?
Respect.
I wouldn't say so, no.
What about Hateful Eight?
Hateful
Yeah.
Eight, definitely.
Yep.
I love that movie.
Yep, you could say that's a Western.
So are westerns comedies?
They could be.
Sure, there
Can be. Django Unchained was a western. I enjoyed that.
Blazing
Kind of a
Saddles?
comedy.
Yep.
Blazing Saddles, yep,
Definitely
there you go.
listen.
Let's make a western. That seems pretty easy.
Yeah.
What do you need? A couple
Oh, we need
horses?
a couple horses, prop guns.
Wood. You need a,
bank
lot
or
of wood.
two.
You need a lot of wood
A lot of wood.
to build the taverns and houses.
Oh yeah, we got to build the sets with like the little storefronts or whatever. But we don't have to have a back to them, just a front.
Yeah, I don't know if we're building a set. We're probably going somewhere.
Can we
Ain't there
find a
bunch of those
town
sets
maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Just find one in the
Yeah.
Midwest.
What's that scary movie that's out in the middle of the woods? Paris Hilton was in it, I think.
House of Wax.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is that a western? It's a good movie.
I don't think I've seen it. I know of it, but I've not seen it.
I only
It's
saw
the kind
one
of thing.
Paris Hilton movie, and it wasn't that one.
I like the one you saw. I like that one.
I've never seen that, but the House of Wax, good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Is that a western?
No.
Basically.
Kinda.
Got it.
Anyone else have any bucket list
Yeah.
items?
I want to go to an award show and sit next to Chrissy Teigen because she always seems to get gift on the internet and become a meme. I just think it'd be cool to be there when that happened.
That is kind of Chris Teigen's move, huh? She's always on the internet.
Also, apparently it's Teigen, and she just didn't correct anyone ever. This is
Her
a
last
thing now.
name's Tiger.
I thought it was
Yeah.
Legend.
Should be.
Got him.
You know,
Yeah.
Got it.
John,
Because
Yeah, we got
Jesus.
Chrissy.
Same with Ariana Grande. Apparently her name's Grandy.
Oh really?
No way.
she's
Yeah,
Zito grew up in a Cuban family.
Yeah, that's
Speaking.
Grande.
Yeah, right?
that's
I mean,
Grande.
we go to
I think
Starbucks.
she's Italian.
Huh?
Oh,
I
that's
saw
why.
an interview,
Can't wait to find this out.
and she said, I don't want to drop the Grandy. That's how she pronounced it herself.
So somebody said it one day, and
Grandy
she was
is
like, "Oh,
definitely
that's way
Italian.
better," and she kept it.
Tarad,
She's Italian
Grandy.
American. Oh, she's
you
from
go.
where I'm from too. Abruzzi.
Oh, that's where you're from.
What up, boo?
Tyrod. Teigen. Grande.
weird.
Grande. Yeah, I always thought she was a Latin star. Grande.
She's definitely trying to get over like that, I think.
Yeah, she hates America, too.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sick of her. I hate her.
Why?
Bet you won in a gift with her.
She ruined Big Sean.
It's Chrissy Teigen.
Ah,
She fucked over Mac Miller.
Easy.
And now she's ruining Pete Davidson.
Yeah, but that's fine. Nobody likes him anyways.
I feel like that was not hard to do.
No, I agree, but here we are.
Did you see the Emmys got turned into Saturday Night Live?
I didn't watch, but no, I heard that.
I heard
What
somebody
Colin
proposed
Jost
on
and
stage.
Michael Shea and
Yeah, that guy proposed. It was very awkward.
It's hilarious.
Who was it?
He put the ring on her hand before asking her to marry him. Very confident move. I mean,
Yo,
he
we
just won an
married.
Emmy, I guess. So I guess you got to have a big swinging dick. I have no idea. It was a guy who he looked like. Of course I can. What? The guy from Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, down in the little thing in the grunge, the little tech guy. That's who he looked like. I don't know who he is. It was a beautiful moment of love, but he did it all backwards. You would think somebody in the entertainment industry would know the this happens and this happens and this happens, but it went all backwards, and it put me in a terrible spot, to be honest, while watching the goddamn thing. Because now I'm sitting next to Sam. I'm like, you know what? I win an Emmy. I'll propose to you up there, babe. She's like, I'm not fucking waiting 2 decades. I'm like, Sam, look how romantic that is, though. I mean, maybe we just do it when I'm 50, like this guy is. And she's like, you need to stop being a dickhead. And I was like, well, tell this guy to propose right then, because he just did it fucking backwards. I was not happy. Did you see it, Nick?
I saw it. I saw the proposal.
Puts his mom's ring on the lady's hand, then asks her, gets on a knee, asks her, gets on. He did everything that you could possibly do in a proposal wrong. He put the ring on first. He told her first what he was doing. So he said, I don't want to call you my girlfriend.
Yeah, he had a smooth line, right?
I want to call you my wife, while she's sitting down. So then she walks up. He doesn't help her up the steps. No big deal. I'm literally watching this. Just,
A woman in a dress walking down the stairs in front of thousands of people where she could potentially trip and fall.
didn't help her up.
Wow.
He's standing up there holding his Emmy.
Chivalry dead.
She walks all the way over to him, and he starts doing this speech about his mom passing away, which is very touching. I agree. You love your mom. Keep it moving. Then he pulls his ring out of his back pocket. It's his mom's ring that his dad gave to her. Okay. Pulled a dead woman's ring off her finger. Kind of an interesting situation. Then he puts it on her finger. Then he says, I want to marry you. Still hasn't asked her yet. And then says, will you marry me? And then takes a knee afterwards. It was like every single step of the proposal was fucking wrong.
Imagine being the asshole who pressed like the song, like play the music to get him off the stage.
Oh, yeah. Shit, something's happening here. But everybody loved it. Everybody seemed to love it. But for me, it was just, you put me in a terrible position. This guy put me in a terrible position, and he did it wrong. But, that's the way it goes.
Maybe they got their cue cards out of place. They were out of order. He takes the knee first. Anybody else got a bucket list?
Yeah, mine actually ties into yours. I've always wanted to own my own movie studio.
There you go.
So if I get
That's
that,
awesome.
boom. Todd, you go ahead and you'll be starring in my first picture.
Give me just a little roll. One line, you can kill me.
No, you got to kill somebody, too.
Oh, yeah, I got to kill somebody first. And then somebody
Done.
can kill me. Be like, I don't care. I got my kill.
I want you to go out on Blaze of Glory where it takes like an obscene amount of bullets to kill you, like where you're there like for 20 seconds.
Have you
getting-
practiced dying? Yeah, you have.
Oh, yeah, in my mind. Like, the best death
Every day
scene
when I
in,
wake up.
in my mind was when in the original Young Guns, Dirty Steve, they're trapped in the house, right? Billy the Kid and all of them, Emilio Estevez and all of them. And they're surrounded by the army. And Dirty Steve busts through the door to, like, sacrifice himself with a sawed-off shotgun. He starts blasting away, and he's just getting picked to pieces. And he just dies in a mud puddle. So all his friends can slip out the back.
So you've never looked in the mirror and thought about how you would die?
In real life?
Like, and actually did it?
In movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. I'm going down in a blaze of
Have
glory,
you practiced
firing
it, though?
away.
Like, I walked in, I see you in, like, your bedroom, like, no,
Oh, yeah.
not a good enough shake.
To shake?
Let me maybe get a little bit more shake.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get a little bit more
And there's one shot that's the heart shot that's going to get me, but I got a few seconds left, so I can muster up enough energy with one hand to get a pistol up. Boom, one more guy, I fall.
It's got to be it's Willem Dafoe in Platoon.
Yes,
When he's
yes.
laying there, he's on his knees, and he gets shot like 500,000 times, and it just the squibs keep popping. That's got to be the way you go.
I love that. I've never practiced my death. Something to think about, though, if we're going to own a movie studio.
Yeah, you got to think of the coolest way to die.
I just get shot by a sniper right in the head one time.
And fall.
Yeah, I try being a hero, but I don't. That's the story of my life.
Do you take a slow bump like Ric Flair, or do you fall quick?
Do you fall awkward and stupid looking? Like,
Yes.
Slumped right away.
Like my arm like goes behind my back like
Yeah.
a chicken wing.
Family Guy.
I love it. Anybody else?
Yeah, I got one. I would say the number one thing on my bucket list is probably go to space. I want to get up there, look at the Earth, look at the solar system, and then I feel like I'll be able to decide whether we're in a blade of grass or not. Just based on everything out there. You know what I'm saying?
You want to see if it's round, too.
I want to see if it's round.
Yeah,
See
of course.
how like fucked up the ocean is and everything too.
It's,
There's a lot of things you can find out in space.
Sure. Okay. I like it.
Yeah, we don't know much about it.
No, nothing.
No.
And I don't want to just go up and then go back down. I want to go up, put the suit on, go out of the ship.
Oh,
they put
yeah.
the thing on you, and
Spacewalk.
float around for a little. Yeah,
Sandra Bullock, George Clooney.
Yeah.
Got it.
I love it.
I don't.
Space is scary. It's scary. I mean, I'm
there's
not
not
going to
enough
say.
air.
When I first thought of this,
air.
I did the Neil Armstrong thing too. But I wanted my 24 hours to be after we already took off because I don't want to go through that. After my body's already adjusted to the pressure, and I'm just about to walk out and then kind of live and then come back in. I don't want to eat a lot of those meals either. Bad meals.
The food is horrible.
Yeah, so I want to be full whenever it happens. I don't want to have to eat a meal, and then I come back whenever they have to do all the hard stuff again. Yeah.
And then everyone loves you when you come back. You get a few
Yeah.
hours of adulation. Probably a lot of sex. He probably had a lot of sex when
Dude,
he
those
came back.
astronauts were slaying.
Buzz was fucking everything.
You ever gone to the moon? You want to?
Next question.
So Buddy and I had a conversation on why we think more people don't commit murder. He says because people know it's morally wrong, and I think it's because people just fear prison time or the death penalty. What's your reason for not killing people?
B.
Yeah, definitely B.
Yeah. right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
Sure.
I mean,
Without question.
I mean, maybe the first time you do it, you might think it's morally wrong, but I mean, that's just something with practice you get over. I think.
I think after one,
sound
like
like a
after the first
You
one,
sound like
that
a serial
leaves.
killer.
This was another commandment I considered changing in my 24 hours.
Thou shalt not
Do away
kill.
with murder.
Only if you have to. Comma.
You want to put it in
Only
the
if you have
purge.
to.
I mean, there are pros and
Not
cons.
a bad idea.
That purge scares the shit out of me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I've thought about it numerous times because it's on USA now.
Yeah.
And when I watch Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, they're always promoting it, blah, blah, blah. They do a countdown to it, that whole thing. I never watched the movie. But that scares the hell out of me. Because you think you know who would want to kill you and who wouldn't. But then, do you?
I think you're all right because you got money, so your house would be a fucking fortress.
Yeah, but who's in there with me? You know?
That's
Who's in
the-
there with me?
That's the thing. Like when I watch that movie, and it's like the family just sits there alone in their apartment. No, you got to get together, all your boys, get together in
you
one
go
place.
outside?
You're all armed. You sit there with your little army for the night.
Yes.
Yeah, that's putting a lot of trust in your boys there. That's putting a lot of trust in your boys.
I trust everyone here except for Zito.
What?
I don't know.
Well, tie him to a chair, maybe.
You think it's like
problem
you're
solved.
saying it's like trick or treating when you just call everyone over to the house and everyone sits on the front yard and hands out candy, but you're sitting there with your buddies drinking
Handing
beer.
out death.
Kill
This
shots.
time you're handing out shotguns and you're just
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, I'm pretty confident with myself and a firearm, but it's just myself and a firearm. You come at me with 10 guys, you're going to get me. But if I got 10 guys, back the fuck up.
Yeah.
See, I've always said I'm just digging myself in a hole and locking myself in there all by myself for 24 hours.
Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking about
storm
this.
shelter.
I don't know if I want to be locked inside with Diggs with a firearm.
That's what, because Diggs, even if Purge is not, you don't know where that thing's going. Nobody knows where
I
that
just
is.
won't bring the gun that I didn't know how to work.
Oh,
I'll bring the
okay.
other ones that I do know. How.
Oh, okay.
That was Tactical Diggs, not Diggs with Z.
Correct. That guy was an asshole.
Well, many would say the Diggs with a Z. Different Diggs.
Still an asshole.
You called yourself Tone yesterday. Maybe you should go with that on a regular basis.
I like Tony. Tony.
That was one of the writers of the show gave me that. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Ty goes, hey, why don't you open up tomorrow with Pat and Tone?
You got a good pop out of me. I lost
I
it.
said, you got it, bud.
I absolutely lost it. I enjoyed it a lot.
You had to leave the USA and go live in another country. What country are you living in?
Belgium.
A great country, actually.
Belgium.
Great waffles.
I'm
Good
currently,
chocolate.
I'm currently searching for a country with no taxes.
I'm going to say probably Puerto Rico.
Oh,
Just stay close to home.
Or Switzerland.
Annexation of Puerto Rico, too.
I think one of those.
If it's a place with no taxes, that's
It's
where
too
I'm headed.
cold up there.
If
for me
Australia
anyway.
was real, that'd be cool to go
Yeah,
there.
yeah, except for the spiders and fucking snakes and
Too
shit.
many-
So
too many
maybe try
poisonous
better next time.
Kangaroos, though.
Crocodiles and stingrays kill people down there too.
I had a really good time in
peace, crocodile.
Barcelona. one
Yeah, I
time.
might go to Spain. People say Spain's awesome.
Italy.
You could run with the bulls.
Yeah, I would.
I was in Spain. All I saw was homeless people.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
I went to that church. I was
Oh, yeah.
There's a big ass church
Still
there.
being built.
That'll
1,000
be
years
built
later.
forever. And all I saw was just 2,000 homeless people outside. Looked like our office, but those times 50. And I was like, I think it's kind of ruined it for me here.
No, man, those are just the Spaniards. That's just
Oh, that's standard.
They don't label them. They don't put labels on each other.
correct.
There is no homeless. It's just
Homeless. Did you say that because Barcelona?
because of the TH sound in the S's.
That's it. That's it for questions.
All right, good. Well, let's close it out with some phone notes. Let's find out what little tidbits you guys have on your phone.
Jeez, you guys power through these phone notes.
We had a conversation about this.
What's that?
Phone notes is the beautiful thing about it is, remember we used to always close with your final thoughts, whatever, or we used to do
Change the world.
Change the world. It's kind of phone notes. It's kind of all encompassing. You could do that.
Did
or
you guys give me a heads up that that's what it is?
Sorry.
You know, I mean, I feel like we had a team meeting here, and then I'm just not told about this
No,
stuff.
no, we never had a
Because
team
I'm
meeting.
scouring through my notes every time this happens. I'm like, oh, let's go back to 2014. Let's see what we got going
Oh, I didn't
on.
even think it. Yeah, you can add it to your phone like presently.
That's it. Yeah.
For the purpose of.
Yeah, I learned that a couple times. There's a couple notes that were like, well, on Saturday, I thought, I'm like, oh, shit.
Well, I mean, when we did this fucking show for however many episodes, I ran out of fucking phone.
Yeah, we ran out of our old phone notes.
And
So now
also,
we're just
yours
constantly-
are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we didn't want to lose
I'm
those.
jealous because you still have access to all of your phone
Well,
notes.
there was a lot of writing there during the NFL shit I couldn't say. So, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yep.
All right, Diggs, what do you got?
I actually did have one that was in my phone from June 17th, 2016. And it just says movies lie about elevators. And I have no idea what the fuck that means. And I tried to think about it today, and I'm thinking maybe like when you fall and you jump at the bottom.
No, I can tell you what you're thinking of. You're thinking about the latch in the
Oh,
top
yeah,
to
that's
escape.
what it
Oh,
is.
the escape latch.
It is. Did I bring up this up before?
No, just that's what
We
I'm
did
thinking
know
of.
in talking.
Yeah, they are there. And they're
Yep,
in
that's
every
what it was.
elevator.
Movies
Just
lie.
some
You
of them
can't get
have
on the
a
top of
fake
fucking
drop
elevators.
ceiling.
You can't get
in
on
them.
top of elevators like they say in the movies. I fucking looked at every elevator. No, ain't no
Yeah.
fucking panel up
I've been in one it's been open before.
You're a fucking liar.
I swear.
Really? Like Truman Show?
You can
lied a
see
lot
up there.
this
It's
episode.
weird.
Dicks.
Really?
Well, that's what it was. Thanks for appreciate that because my mind was a fucking pretzel and I couldn't remember what.
I was somewhere too where the elevator for some reason was stuck like halfway up the floor.
Don't go down.
Were we
It'll
all
cut you in
together
half.
somewhere for
Nope.
that?
No, that was a movie for sure.
No, I saw it in a hotel, and like you could just literally but it had one of those wooden. It was like a crate elevator or whatever. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And you could see up there. They had the little ladders on the side of the walls and everything. It was a real Die Hard situation. Just wanted to get up there and shoot people.
Yeah. Next.
I got a long one.
Okay.
It's in 2015. So there I was. Driving down the street, probably heading to Target to buy some ridiculously comfortable T-shirts or T-tops. And I'm listening to Hot 96.3, the rap station here in Indianapolis. It was a few years back, so who knows what was playing, but I was jamming. I was feeling it. I was one of the best car dancers in the history of car dancing. I think a lot of people can attest to that. I'm a good car dancer. Driving's like third or fourth on the list these days. You got texting, tweeting,
Yeah.
dancing. Let's drive. A good song comes on, I'm going to shake that damn car right on beat too. So I'm cruising, and it comes to a little DJ talking session between songs, and I hear, tonight at insert name of restaurant on Mass Avenue here in Indianapolis, come get a free AIDS test, and you could win a date with Pat McAfee of the Indianapolis Colts on the spot. Pierre Garçon will be there as well. The car dancing party stopped immediately. I pulled my car over. Hold the fuck on. What? I had no idea what this DJ was talking through my speakers was referring to. I'm all about folks getting tested and knowing if they have AIDS or not, but I had no idea how in the hell I was being associated with this. So I obviously text Pierre Garçon. Hey, man, just heard on the radio we're doing a free AIDS test giveaway tonight. Yeah, man, didn't they tell you, he responded. Pierre told me that I'd be great for it and ask you if you wanted to be a part of it. I said, I really don't know how to take you saying I'd be great for it when referring to an AIDS test. Had no idea this was happening until I heard this radio commercial literally 2 minutes ago, Pierre. He said, well, you got to go, man. They're already playing the commercial. I said, yeah, I know. I heard it, Pierre. He said, I'll see you there. Me being a team player and one that falls for guilt trips very easily, I said, all right. So I arrive at this event, all excited. It was an amazing thing. Free tests for folks, making it a comfortable environment. It was a good thing. We show up and they announce we're there. Hey, Pat and Pierre are here. Take an AIDS test, get entered to win a date with them. At this point, I realized Pierre was going on a date as well. That made me feel a little bit better. We each say hello to some folks. Nobody had a clue who I was. Hey, thanks for coming out. It's a good thing. Get me a water. Okay? I'm not a waiter. I'll send one over. I hope your test came back negative. Go fuck yourself. It was all going awkwardly better than I had thought it was going until Pierre and I were put on the spot by the girl on the microphone. So, Pierre, Pat, will you two be taking an AIDS test tonight? We all did. You should too. The entire place is now staring at us, waiting for our answer. Yeah, we'll definitely take them, Pierre said. I responded, will we? I asked. Yes was the answer. We did. To take the test, you had to go out a back door and into an empty room next door. When you came back in after your test, it was like a wrestling entrance. Everybody knew you had just got tested, and it was pretty apparent by most folks' face whether or not they passed or failed that particular test. They announced we were leaving to go take ours, and everyone was patiently waiting for us to walk back in to see what our grade was. We were both pretty confident we didn't have AIDS, but man, you never know, I guess. I was young, as was Pierre, and I had done some stupid things in college that I wasn't necessarily proud of. So I obviously started rolling through all the poor decisions I made in my head, wondering if there was any possibility of me walking back into that restaurant with a very, very, very fake smile on. There were some sketchy, horrible decisions made some evenings, and it made me sweat a little bit. And before you get tested, you have to sit down with a member from the testing lab. A little Q&A session happens. This is completely confidential, so don't be scared to answer with the truth. Have you ever, in your life, had sex after the consumption of alcohol, he asked. Remember, sir, this is completely confidential, he says. I said, has anybody ever, in your life answered no to that? And he says, no. I said, well, that streak is safe today, sir. Okay, next question. Have you ever had sex with a stranger? I'd like to think we knew each other pretty well. Facebook friends with most of all of them now. How about before? Not sure how to answer that, sir. I've been told by numerous folks that I've never known a stranger because I don't mind talking to anybody.
Oh.
So he says, so yes? I go, I don't know. I'm sick of the questions. Can we not just test? He said, well, those two factors are a huge, huge factor in people causing or having this life-threatening disease. I started sweating profusely. It was as if it was a scared straight moment. I have never been worried about something more in my life. We're going to swab your mouth and test to see if you have the bacteria that proves we need to do further testing. It takes 5 minutes to do this test. Those 5 minutes felt like a fucking eternity. I've obviously never taken a pregnancy test because I do not have a birth canal, but I assume that is similar to that weight. I tried doing anything I could think of to pass the time. I drew what I thought was a Picasso in 40 seconds. The time just wouldn't pass. Finally, 5 minutes was up. I get summoned back to the two interns who worked for the guy. I say, so. What are the results? They said, we're not allowed to know. I thought that was code for, we don't want to be the guys who told you you have AIDS. I tried to remain as cool as possible, but the sweat was getting heavy. We're talking full sweat stains, full my shirt, and full sweat rolling down my forehead. My arms were glistening at this point. I was stressing. I get to the guy, and he says, well? And I go, well? Is not how I wanted this statement to start. Well, what, bud? Well, you're good to go. You don't have AIDS, but you need to be more careful. Woo! I got a certificate saying I was clean and good to go. I skip my ass back into that restaurant ready for my date. The date gets chosen. She sits down. We chit-chat, eat some appetizers, and I ask, so, will you be hanging a certificate up on your fridge this evening like I will be? She responds with, that's confidential. So now I'm on a date with somebody who has AIDS. This is quite possibly the most roller coaster of emotion night I've ever had in my entire life. And this is just a lesson to you young folks. Don't let Pierre Garçon sign you up for anything.
That's a fucking good one.
Yeah, it was a long one. I didn't know it was that long, by the way, until I started scrolling mid-story. I completely forgot about that whole situation. No, I went on a date with a girl with AIDS.
It happens.
Yikes.
Pretty cool.
What a fucking situation.
Have you ever had sex with somebody after the consumption of alcohol? I'll never forget looking at him. We were literally at a bar doing it. That was a long one. Sorry about that.
No, that was fucking awesome.
I didn't recall that.
Connor.
Mine's short, so we're good. This is from December 20th, 2016. I don't know what my thought process was. I must have just had to get a checkup or whatever. People who I hate because of their job. Terrorists and dentists. And that's it. I fucking hate the dentist, though, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to like the dentist, by the way. You're only going there when you're miserable and their finger in your mouth.
Well, but that's why I hate it, because they'll put their fingers in your mouth. They'll ask you a question.
It's
you'll
so
start to talk,
contradictory.
and then they'll say, oh, just stop talking. It's like, okay, well, then don't fucking ask me questions.
Oh, wow,
Damn
your gums are bleeding. Have you been flossing lately?
No,
You've been rubbing a knife on me for the last hour and a half.
I'll go because mine also has to do with that. Is there anything you waste more of when using to actually use it than dental floss?
I don't know. Never used it.
Yeah.
You pull it out and you wrap it around your fingers like 3 times and then use like an inch or 2 on your teeth.
Yeah.
In the middle there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
And
is
the rest is just wasted.
And then what's it cost? Probably half a penny to make an entire roll of that shit? What a little scam. And then they're like, it's the most important.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. Because it's costing you nothing to make. Good for those people. Big dental is
I
just
don't know.
screwing.
I throw toilet paper in there. There's like 5 or 6 layers in there that doesn't touch the shit for me.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah, you
just
can put it in
clogging
there.
toilets.
Same thing.
Yeah, I just protect myself.
Some people are more conservative.
Yeah.
Not
But
me.
I will say the toilet paper, using the toilet paper actually is good for you.
Well, no.
If
yeah,
you don't
I
use
agree.
that, you have a problem. I'm not sure about the flossing.
I agree with that.
Ty.
I was just wondering how soon it is going to be until we have several casualties from the scooters. I was on Mass Ave last night, and you can't ride on the sidewalk up there because it's very skinny, so I was going in the street. And, I almost got fucking bumped about 3 or 4 times. People do not pay any attention. It's only a matter of time before someone very, very violently gets killed by a vehicle on one of those Lime
Oh,
scooters.
yeah, it's going to happen.
I saw a kid doing ollie out here in front of the office.
On the Lime?
Yeah, on the Lime.
He was
It
cooking
was the
too.
craziest thing. Yeah, they're going like 80 miles per hour.
As fast as those things go, they were redlining that thing, ollie right in front of the office, and then just kind of kept it moving. There's some really talent out there. I on the complete contradictory, en contraire to what you're saying, I think we're getting a chance to witness a lot of really athleticism.
Oh, I mean, I love them. They're a lot of fun, but the clock is ticking because someone is going to get hit by a car and die, and then they're going to take them away.
And who's getting sued there? The city? City, probably. The driver of the car, the scooter company. Somebody's getting bank.
You know what? Don't tell us how to live. We put our lives in our hands on these scooters. It's fine.
I've never been on one.
They're fun. They're really
They
good
are. They're a very good time.
Are they affordable?
Yes.
Yeah, Lime is like 75 cents.
A minute?
Really?
I went
I rode for 25 minutes last night, and I think it was like $1.25.
Wow. That's cheap.
So they're
How they
making
making
no
any money?
I don't know. The birds are a little bit more expensive though, so if you can, go with the Lime.
Nice.
good-
Probably
good.
selling advertising on the site, on the app. That's probably where they're getting a lot of their money.
Because you got to go on the app to pay?
Yeah.
There we
Scan
go.
the code, and then you're ready to go.
They're every fucking where, too. I saw two guys trying to risk it all. It was like a bait car situation. Out here in front of the office with those scooters. There was two of them, and you saw two guys just looking at them. Like, I didn't hear what they were saying, but it looked like we could probably just take one of these motherfuckers right here. That's awesome.
Evan Foxy.
Are they locked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll
Tell
lock him
you.
down.
You can still kick push though.
Oh,
if
fuck
you really
you,
wanted
Zito.
to.
My phone note is kind of a question for you guys. Let me know if this logic is flawed or not.
Flawed.
So,
Flawed.
as you guys know, I have 3 other brothers,
Okay.
no sisters.
Okay.
My oldest brother just had a kid, and the sex of this kid was a big deal for us. Because if it was a boy,
Yeah, he's underage.
if it was a boy, that means it runs in the blood, the fox blood. We'll all have boys, and we'll live happily ever after. But if it was a girl, little different story. Luckily, thankfully, it was a boy. That means I'll have boys. All my brothers will have boys, and we'll live happily.
No, my family-
You need to have sex to have a kid.
Foxy.
Evan, my family's the same way, so I think it's boys as well.
All right, good. It runs
I
in the
think it's a
blood.
real thing.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, Zito.
I hope so.
Back in the day, was it called Blockbuster and Chill? That was an honest thought I had November 2013.
All right. That was the show.
Blockbuster, what they could have bought, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. For a very reasonable price compared to what
It
it's
was like
valued
30
at
million
now.
or something.
Those old brains. No, I mean, we already built up this monster. We don't need that bullshit.
Nobody's going to download it on the internet.
You know, it's like we'll just hire some young kids and have them run our Snapchat, and that'll be cool.
Well, Tom, they did all the work for us. We
Call
just buy it and put our label on it.
We'll call it Quick Hits with Fitz this time. That'll be cool.
No, they just wanted to focus on selling $65 barrels of popcorn next to the.
I miss popcorn.
Yeah.
Is popcorn not one of the best snacks? though?
Yeah,
it's my
movie theater
favorite.
popcorn is unreal.
My favorite snack of all time.
By far.
Oh, yeah. Popcorn. Like just to sit and watch a movie and just go through a whole big
All right.
fucking
Over
thing of
sausage?
popcorn.
Here's an idea.
That might be my favorite meal.
Scrap. Well, we don't scrap, but it's a truck. And it's not just an ice cream truck anymore. It also serves movie theater popcorn. So when you're sitting at home watching Netflix, you hear the music coming down the block. Run out and get movie theater popcorn.
Throw a
And ice
goldfish
cream.
in there, maybe. Goldfish. I love goldfish. I think goldfish would kill.
What? Just because
Have you ever played with like 50 goldfish before? Like
Oh,
they were
this
a
is back
school
to
of
you
fish?
guys with the fucking nuggets.
No, I
just
didn't.
saying.
Goldfish for something you just fucking eat.
Now your clothes
Toss
make
up.
sense.
You know? Yeah. I guess the goldfish is a giveaway.
Goldfish are the orange ones.
Yes.
Oh, so
It's a
good.
great cracker.
So good.
But
What
I
are
don't
the-
know if I would sell them from a truck.
All the orange ones are great. Goldfish, Cheez-Its. Those two.
Cheetos.
What is that? Red Swedish fish?
Yeah.
I went on a kick for them for a little
Yep,
bit.
those are good too. Get stuck in your teeth.
You know,
They're
I've
good.
never had one of those.
You'll go on a run. with
Really?
them.
Never. I got to try it, right?
I'm not a candy guy. I'm not a big candy guy, but for some reason I went on the Swedish fish run. I don't know why.
I don't like them. It's my other like. Oh, you don't like Will Smith? You don't like Swedish fish? Everyone
Are they
kills me
sweet
for
or
it.
are they sour?
Sweet,
Sweet.
very
They're
sweet.
like licorice, kind of, but it's a fish.
I do like licorice.
Yeah, me. Yeah. Black licorice is the worst.
Black licorice is.
Why is that still so?
It's ass.
Is it still? I remember.
Oh, yeah.
I think I told you guys this. My mom, we used to have to drive to my dad's company. He was Forced Hills Moving, get his check, and then we go to the bank to cash it. You know.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And this fucking bank teller thought they were the hero. They would always give me this black licorice, and I was a kid, right? I'm a kid, and I'd like look at my mom, and she'd be like, "You got to be nice. You got to eat it." And I'm like, oh, "This is fucking punishment." I started to hate banks.
You know they were giving everyone else the red.
We had lollipops at our bank too, so licorice is weird. I don't know.
Black licorice.
That's just that lady is a psychopath.
Yeah, you're 100% right.
It's not that lady just wants to give out ass-tasting candy to every kid, knowing they're going to have to eat it to be polite.
I'd literally look at my mom. I'd be like, oh, not again. This fucking black licorice, Mom. I can't do it. She's like, be nice. Be nice. Be nice. They're giving us money.
Todd, you don't like it? Don't you drink Jaeger like by the gallon?
I know. People say that all the time. It's weird. But I hate black licorice. I do like Jaeger.
Do you like Good and Plenty's?
I don't think I've had that either.
Okay, that's a very old guy candy. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, Todd, you like butterscotch hard candies?
Werther's. You have a nice dish of Werther's. It's been there so long it's stuck together. You got to slap it on the table to chip them off. All right, my phone is actually an older one. I found it just said mom threats, and it took me like an hour to figure out what it meant. And I remembered I wrote this down for a joke, and I never ended up using it. But I was at, mom threats are kind of universal with moms. They all use the same, like 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, they make me come over there or whatever. It's interesting to me that those have to be updated with the times all the time. So I always love when I hear, like, the new updated version for the very first time. Like, I was at a Shelbyville Walmart when I wrote this note down, and there was a young mom in there, and she had 4 kids, and she's running around with her cart, and they're all fucking acting like shitheads, jumping around, acting crazy, and she yells out, "Do I have to call your fathers?" And there was an S at the end of it. And I was like, yes! All right, this has been a good one, guys. Thanks so much, everybody. Please go to the YouTube channel. Check out Quick Hits with Pat and Diggs. That last one was a fucking monster. And go to our site and buy the new shirt and the old shirts. It doesn't matter. We have the new Fitzmagic shirt up there. That's
Shirt's selling very well.
fucking fire. So
Shirt's doing very well.
PatMcAfeeShow.com and get that right now. Thanks. And is the offer good for 3 shirts at $65? Is that
Yep.
promo code? Use the promo code 2.0. You get 3 shirts for $65.
If the Steelers ever win again, we got a fire shirt coming out.
Yeah. Let's go Steelers. Quit fucking around.
It's
and
not
win
going to
some
happen
games.
this week because they got Fitzmagic, but maybe in a week or so.
Water finds its level.
That's right. All right.
Let's hope not for the shirts.
We're going to close it out with a clip from one of my favorite comedians of all time, Norm Macdonald, and his bit called Best Disease Ever.
Norm McDonald's in the middle of some shit right now, isn't he?
Yeah, he had made some questionable Me Too comments.
He's got a new show on Netflix.
He didn't commit anything. He just said he's tired of the movement. But that's Norm.
Atta boy, Todd.